Has shown error. Oh shit.
It says live on my app.
All right, I'm live on air. One of my destinations that got fucking delayed. Whew, one of my destinations got delayed at the moment.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Back at you again with another banger. You feel me? This is the In Your Face show. This is the In Your Face show. And I'm here with my main man, Jaylen Cooper, to talk about his books called Nigga Lover and Big Clan Attack. So let's get this shit rolling and let's go at it. Bang! Introduce
Introducing.
yourself, my brother.
All right. Jaylen Cooper. Jaylen Cooper is the government, but I'm better known for the pen name, Mr. Socially Awkward. I've been with that pen name for about 8 years now. 2014. I'm 23 now. Goddamn. I know, but I've been started off as a YouTuber. It's still part of my legacy, my identity. I don't do it as much, but since 2017, that's when I got into the Arthur game. By 2018, I released my first nonfiction work, I Can't Stop Jacking Off, and my first
Oh
graphic
my
novel.
god.
First graphic novel. I was 18 when I released it. My first graphic novel, The Nigga Lover, in 2018 as well. About a 9 month apart, So yeah, but the nigga, as of now, I have like 5 bodies of work out into the world. I got two fuck, two nonfiction works. I Can't Stop Jacking Off and Just Trying to Figure this shit out. Far as graphic novels, I have 3: Home Sweet Home, Big Clan Tech, and The Nigga Lover. But the Big Clan Tech, which I have here, the physical print. I don't have many, but if anybody interested, I'm sure Daniel will link you to my social media information where you can have get a physical from me, $22 altogether, including shipping. But I
I
have,
tag people in it.
yeah,
Tag
yeah,
people
well,
in the status.
yeah. So yeah, look that shit up as well. And but I have them also on ebooks for Apple Books, Google Play, Amazon, etc., etc. So yeah, I'll say also by this time next year, I have like my last few bodies of work out into the world. I'll say, my last, because I don't plan to write forever. I think I reached my creative peak, and I want to leave at the top of my skill, like on some 96 Jordan type shit, or some Andre 3000 Love Below speaker box type shit at the peak of my skill. So yeah, what's the questions, my man? I told you,
Alright, I'm
what's
gonna get
funny?
your ass.
No, what was
Cause,
funny?
cause, cause you just like me, man. You open. That's all. You remind me of me. That's all.
Hey
All
man,
right. You
what I'm here for.
remind me of me. All right, let's get to this shit, man. So what were your inspirations for the Big Clan attack?
All right, sweet. Well, the Big Clan Tech is actually a sequel to the Nigga Lover. Now, I started writing the Nigga Lover around some July 2017. So we're talking 5 years and almost. Next month we make it 5 years. But when I wrote the Nigga Lover, I didn't have a comic book in mind. I was just writing. I thought I was gonna do some films or some shit. Now, what inspired me to write the Nigga Lover? Because I was going back to old albums I would listen to back when I was like like pre-teenage days. I'm talking about like the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall Mathers, the Ice Cube, American Most Wanted, Death Certificate, and of course, like I said, I heard these albums before, but when I was 18 at the time, listening to these albums again, I was like, oh, these niggas storytellers. I'm like, oh shit. So as I'm paying attention to the stories and how they combine their words, I'm like, shit, I want to tell me stories too, nigga. And so at first I was gonna write them out as raps, but I can't rap for shit, so I had to get it up real fast. But the first story that came to my mind was the Nigga Lover. Like, it was gonna be called the Undercover Nigga Lover, but that sounds so fucking retarded. So I just cut out the undercover part and wrote the Nigga Lover. Um, so that took about 3 weeks to write. 3 weeks to write. Now I'm gonna say it right now. It ain't amazing. It ain't no classic. It ain't nothing I'm proud of. But it's how can I say it? It was like a stepping stone artistically wise. if I'm speaking. It was I don't have no physical copies on me, but of of the nigga lover in hand at the moment. But like I said, they also everything I release as far as author is shit is on Amazon, Google Play, Kobo, and Apple Books for like $9.99. So yeah. Now the big clan attack came right after the nigga lover, but it's two different versions. I wrote one for my YouTube channel, and I wrote this copy is way different from what you see on the YouTube channel. I'll just say that. But how can I say it? I think what made me want to write the big clan attack because after realizing how the nigga lover finished, it was like very cliffhangerish. Like I know that might not be a word, but it's like a cliffhanger. So I was thinking like, man, this need to have a sequel to it. And I'm not really big on sequels, but I thought this is a perfect sequel because it just leave the audience, the readers, whoever read the nigga lover, like what's next. And the original version that's on the YouTube channel, I wrote that in 3 weeks, like from the whole month of October 2017. But the reason why I say there's two different versions because when I was getting the nigga lover illustrated, which went a lot of shit to find the perfect illustrator at the time. When we was finishing up the illustration process for the nigga lover during the summer 2018, we started around July. We didn't finish to December. That's 5 months. But around that September mark, September 11th, 9/11, 2018, something told me like this shit needs rewriting. So from September 11th, 2018, all the way until like October 21st, 2018, a month and a half, that's where I rewrote it and got this version. And now the bodies of work, like music that was influencing it at that time was like NWA, Niggas for Life, Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped, Cool G Rap, Live and Let Die, shit like that. Ice Cube Death Certificate, especially that one. And the reason why I say how they influenced me is like, the rage, in their delivery, the words, how, because a nigga can say some shit, but it's how you say it that matters. You can give it's like clothes. You can give two niggas the same outfit, but one nigga gonna look goofy as fuck, the other nigga gonna look fly as fuck, right? So same with music, words and shit. It's all about your delivery. So the way how they deliver it and the music backing it was like, oh shit, I just love how this expresses. So I captured that rage into the pages of the writing process for the Big Clan Attack. So that's how the Big Clan Attack came about.
Basically,
And
so what you're saying is basically you used a hip hop format to write your scripts and shit like that.
Yeah. Really for all of them. Home Sweet Home as well. Now, the last comic book I got coming out Christmas Eve. I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna say it like this: is Jeffrey Dahmer inspired? I'm just gonna leave it at that. So Jeffrey Dahmer is. Yeah, I think that's my creative peak. I can't get no more creative than that with stories. This last comic book that's coming out Christmas Eve this year. But Big Clan Tech, I'll take you even on a little journey as well about the illustration process. So the nigga lover and Big Clan Tech. Now the nigga lover illustration process. After I finished writing, I said like what around July 2017. I was looking back at the script around August 2017. I was like, okay, this shit needs to be because of how vivid the story was, despite it not being the most amazing story. I give like a 6 out of 10 now. There's a lot of lost potential, but besides it having a lack of character, development and just spotty pacing, at that time I thought this is a very graphic story and be like an illustration process. I don't want to just write it down in a nonfiction book. I need to have visuals to the story. So around October 2017, I started looking up comic book artists who will illustrate the stories for me. And the guy, I'm not gonna say his name because no, he didn't do nothing wrong, but he was telling me his rate is $300. So I'm thinking like, oh, this nigga will illustrate my entire story for $300. I'm like, oh shit, but I was wrong. This nigga's $300 per page is $300. So I'm like, ooh, I can't afford that shit, especially at 18. Fuck no, hell no, I can't even afford that today. But
Yeah, yeah. I just want to let you know, man. Um, that's how the rates are in the comic book industry. Some is high, some is low, some is affordable, some is not. You know, what I mean, it goes
yeah,
by the work that they do, and it's go by some of them tried. Some of them, to be honest with you, have crappy work. Some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? Some of them have great work.
I
Some
think
of them is worth it. Some of them not.
I think the reason his rate was so high because he was affiliated with Marvel. Like he literally has he has his illustrations in Marvel comics, so understandable. But I just couldn't fuck with that at the time, and still can't really. But so went on to the next guy around November 2017. I hit up another guy. I don't remember his name on Instagram. That's how I get through all my contacts: Instagram and Fiverr. Anybody out there, if you're looking for like anything, let's say even if you produce music, you're looking for a producer, illustrator, editor, just go on Instagram and type in hashtag whatever, hashtag producer, hashtag um, comic book artist, hashtag writer, whatever you need for assistance for a project, just type that in on the explore page of Instagram. You're gonna find a million motherfuckers. Explore their page and DM them. If they if y'all work out, y'all work out. But back to my story. November 2017, it was another guy. He was in college at the time, and he was telling me, we can work on the stories, but we have to start in January. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. But by December of that year, he was telling me like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be too, this new semester, I'm gonna be too, my schedule gonna be too packed. So that's another guy who couldn't work with me at the time. So he had a friend, a female friend of his. He directed me towards her, and I told her about the story and whatever. She never got back. I mean, she got back. She said I'll look into it, but that's it. Then another guy around January 2011, 2018, Rory Kennedy. Shout out to Rory. I told him about the stories and everything. I was really gonna do like 12 comic books. I'm not doing that shit. I'm gonna have when I die, my legacy gonna be 4 comic books and 3 nonfiction books. I'm working on a nonfiction book as well. My last one. I've been writing for 3.5 years now. But what I was saying, Roy, yeah, Roy. I told him about everything, and we signed a contract as well. Anybody you do business with, sign contracts. Just tell them go to Microsoft Web, make up a contract, have due deadlines, and I always put 100% ownership of anything I pay these niggas for. Work for hire, have them work for hire. I own this shit. Like it's literally has my shit copywritten. Like when you open up, copywritten, Mr. Social Awkward, the year and everything is copywritten. Everything, logos, promo posters, whatever. Have ownership of your product. But the thing about Rory is I was willing to even pay the nigga more, but he didn't want to work. He was in college as well. So I was starting to realize a lot of these illustrators, they in college. So it was hard to find a nigga who just gonna 100% focus on your projects. Understandably, everybody got time, they on schedules, time management. So I had to cut Rory off because, just didn't have time for my shit, understandably. But sometimes you gotta just be more upfront about it. So fast forward to June 2018, I met the guy who illustrated the nigga lover, and he even did this cover art, right? But if you pay attention to the cover of the illustrator where it says illustrated by, it's not the same guy who illustrated the nigga lover. Now let's go into why. Summer 2018, from July 2018 through December 2018. Damn, 4 years. My guy called Ragnar Kill, real name Daniel. Um, he illustrated it. It was supposed to be done in 2 months. It's only 15 pages. He could have really got that done in 2 months. I don't see how he didn't finish it in 2 months, but he got it done in December. Enough said. So by the time we finish up with illustrations for the nigga lover, I handed him the manuscript for Big Clan Attack, and we signed contracts and said everything was going, be done at this date. And let's just say when he started writing on the illustrations, doing the illustrations, And that due date came to finish the illustrations for the Big Clan Tech. That date came and nothing was shown for it. And we did it. We signed another contract. Another day came for it. That day came and no illustrations. He might have some character designs, but like not like full pages done or nothing. So fast forward the whole 2019. Oh, and also shit, I started writing this one in 2000 from January 2019 to February 1st, 2021. That's 2 years for that. 19 I was 19 through 21 I wrote Home Sweet Home. That's my favorite. But so we doing now Big Clan Tech and Home Sweet Home. Signed contracts for both of them. Like we're gonna get these projects done this summer 2019. Safe to say that nothing happened. So basically, I got ripped off. I don't know where he at today. I really don't know. It just that relationship fuddled out. He was, but actually, I'm lying a little bit. December 2019, he was about probably like he had probably like 15 more pages done. So there was progress happening throughout the summer 2019, but still, it was December 2019 when he had like 15 more pages to go. Nigga, this story was supposed to be finished. The illustration was supposed to be finished February 2019. So that's damn near a whole year. That's 10 months. And Home Sweet Home supposed to be finished July 2019. So nothing, like I said, nothing came together. But it was a blessing in disguise now I look back at it because my overall goal for my career as an author is just I want to have 5 classics. I want to be seen as the nigga who came into this game, made a lane, artistically bold and artistically undefined, right? There's no style to my shit. No, I'm all over the place. But I'm a guy who can come up with extraordinary ideas with meticulous execution. So when he didn't finish none of those projects in 2019, I took the time to look back at Home Sweet Home and realize there's a lot of shit that needs to be more fleshed out. So 2019 or 2020, when I started looking back at it, 2 things happened in 2020. I met another guy through Instagram when I realized Daniel was just never going to finish the illustration for Big Clan Tech. My man Matty, I can never pronounce his last name correct. He's Italian or some shit. And he's the same age as me, and he's in college. And I told him about the story and what I need done. And shit. What the fuck? Yeah, and we signed a contract, and he said everything will be done in 4 months. It's February at the time. It's February 2020 now, and we'll have it done by June 2020. And Matty is excellent, man. He did it. He did it. He did everything. And even at that time, I told him the cover design I had in mind for this. He did the cover design for this. Everything. Home Sweet Home. He did all the character designs, and he did the cover design for my next book, next graphic novel, and for my last nonfiction book as well. So we did a lot that summer 2020. So Big Clan Tech, he did it. He did the whole every page. He didn't do the cover. Like I said, Daniel did the cover. He got the cover to me around. Daniel did this cover around September 2018. But like I said, he didn't do the pages. But Matt, he did all this. He did all this. And also during that summer 2020, that's when I started really hitting my creative stride because I started taking influences besides just rap music, movies, reading a bunch of books as well. I was really getting into my artistic bag. And I can even say around October 2020 through June 2021, where I feel like I was my creative peak because all the life decisions and how I was living life. Women everything, nigga, skydiving through that time period. Just I was taking a lot of influences from life and just pouring into my body's work at the time. I was living very adventurous through that time period. But just because Maddie, I also wanted Maddie to do the pages for the Home Sweet Home. Maddie didn't do the pages because he was in college as well. Like I said, he's the same age as me, so he's 23 at this time. But the fuck. So when I realized he wasn't going to be able to do the pages, because time restraints and whatever, I had to go find another illustrator with the guy who I work today. Hands down, most professional. Love this nigga, man. My man from Indonesia, Topane. Actually, I'm going right now. I'm going to send you his fuck. I don't know. Do he have a? I'm gonna send you his Instagram right now, Topane, and I want you to also put it in the YouTube channel or Facebook, whatever, because he's the guy who's helped. He did all the pages for Home Sweet Home. I've been conversing in a business partnership with Topane since December 5th, 2020. He done everything from 30 and Beyond. Now 30 and Beyond is a little mini series where it's just like a, how can I say it? It's just how I envision my life in my mid to late 20s going into my 30s. So it's just like illustrations of me, like with my unborn two daughters, because I wanted daughters in the future, right? It's illustrations of me skydiving, which came true because I skydived last summer. Illustrations of my work in a museum because that's what I want to happen. So you know how they say, be careful what you put out into the world. The tongue is powerful. You ever heard shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
So the 30 and Beyond series, that's like my visual vision board. That's what I want to happen into this world. It's not no serious project. They just like 9 illustrations of each. So it's just like a little side project, something to look at whenever I'm feeling down and out. Now, but yeah, he even done the promo posters as well. I do promo posters for like each graphic novel, the Nigga Love It, Big Clan Tech, Home Sweet Home, and his last comic book that's coming out. And the reason why I do the promo posters because, well, it just like, you ever bought video games when you was a kid and like you open it up, they got like them little posters that come with it, that big ass poster that you hang on your wall, like you buy Grand Theft Auto back in the day. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the experience I want to give to whoever buy my book. I want, then you get the posters with it, just a creative bundle, a creative package that comes with it. You just get little promo posters that come with it. And shit. Even one thing I've been doing is I take pictures during the creation, like during the writing process of each nonfiction or even graphic novel, and we'll put the creative process towards the end of the book, so the audience can like just get a glimpse of the creative process. So shit like that. The pictures I was taking, it's just like we used to buy an album back in the day, like a booklet, and
Yeah.
you open up the booklet and they got all these pictures they was taking, like a photo shoot or some shit.
Right.
Just like
Right. Right.
it's like some fly shit to me. It's like you just getting the whole creative experience. You're getting the whole artistry. Because when I was a little kid and I used to look at like Outkast or like the back of an Eminem cover, I'm like, man, I want to take pictures of that. So I'm just giving it that little kid experience. I'm putting it out into like into my bodies of work. So that's the same thing I do in my book. See how I'm just taking pictures and shit. Like, it's a bunch of fucking pictures of notepads, the creative process, or albums I listen to. Like right here, you got Marvin Gaye, Outkast, and shit like that. And one thing I also do is me and Topane will have like interviews, like text interviews through Skype, and we'll put it on the back of the book. Detailing the illustration process, the writing process, and everything, just so like an audience can feel like they're getting the complete experience. Because, like I said, man, I don't plan to write forever. I really don't want to write past 25, if I'm being honest with you. So while I am doing this and I am releasing as the summer 2022, as I'm finishing my last few bodies of work, I want to feel like, I'll put you like this: when I die, niggas gonna feel like they know everything about me, the good, the bad, everything. So the graphic novel shit is just like me being artistic as fuck. It's just like my imagination. I take like my imagination, just how can I say it with the graphic novels? take the ills of society and put my own spin on it. And as far as the nonfiction shit, whether when you get something like just trying to figure this shit out, which I think is the best thing I ever written during the summer 2019,
Mm-hmm.
now during the 9-1 rain process, that's autobiographical. I know I pronounced that wrong, so don't get on my ass about that. And there's now this next nonfiction book. It's all over the place. It's like it's literally all over the place. It's subject from subject. One chapter is a sentence long. That's it. But it's just being creative. Like I got that idea of just like having a subject matter all over the place from like Kendrick Lamar, Untitled Unmastered, Frank Ocean, Endless. I just see what they doing with they own shit. I'm like, all right, I could take little tidbits from that, but still make it my own. So yeah, shout out to Topane as well. Please, I'll send you his Instagram right now, and please tag him so he can get some more exposure. He from Indonesia. That's my nigga. I think he's 34 or 35 right now. That's my nigga. He been like he is professional as fuck. We about like I say this last graphic novel got like 185 pages. We got 80 pages done right now. We're supposed to be finished with the illustration by November 30th, and it's supposed to come out Christmas Eve this year. So we've been working on the illustrations for like since November of last year. So that's 13 months. That's like 12 months, 12, 13 months. So yeah, I know I've been rambling, but any questions?
Hey, look, take as much time as you need. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't. There's no time limit on what people can say on the show. The show
Okay.
is all about just saying how you feel and just letting it all out because that is what people need today to be heard.
All right.
And that's what I'm saying. Just be heard. You know what I mean? Say how you feel. Also, so where do you feel the big clan attack? What was your motivation for it? What did you go through any? Okay, hold up. What is it? What is the big clan attack about?
All right. Well, it's a sequel to the Nigga Lover, right? And then the Nigga Lover was set in the 1970s, right? Interracial couple, teenage interracial couple. Well, I wouldn't even like to call it a couple because they was on one date. Main protagonist is called Robert, right? Robert Haynes. He's 17. He just moved in with his two older brothers after his parents got executed from a lynching. So he go to this whole new motherfucking state, Tennessee, in Tennessee, um, to live with his two older brothers. While he go, he also attend this new school. And as he attend this new school, he meet him a little snow bunny, a little white bitch. A little what's her name? Margaret. And like I said, 1970s, only black kid at that school. It's kind of self-explanatory, it's some twist happened, but I'm gonna just leave the listeners at that. And I'll say this: the Big Clan Attack is a follow-up to what happens to Robert and how his younger brothers, are not younger but older brothers, deal with the cause of his actions, of Robert's actions, in their own terms. I'll leave it to you like that. Yeah. Questions?
Well, see, from years ago when we talked, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had that out, you know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's like this, that is what really happened in the world. You get what I'm saying? In the
Yeah.
70s, the 80s, in 70s, 60s, 50s. And to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just telling a story that have never been told or really put in a book
Well, it has
that
been, but it's.
no, I'm just saying like it hasn't been people for a lot of people forget about that shit. Like they act like racism has died and slavery has died when it's still here. It's just in different forms. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like I said, it's not about you know what I'm saying. It's not about people. It's not about trying to
Glorify.
you know, call people out or whatever. It's about telling a story. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's about telling a story, and it's not. And that's why I said like what you're doing is basically just telling a story of what black folks went through. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean,
That's it.
I'll say this, man. I wrote that when I was 18, so my mentality on the world is different right now, right? I'm 23. That's 5 years. I'm still young as fuck, but I'm just saying, like, I'll put it to you like this. Um, I'm not saving the world with my stories. I'm not even trying to make nobody feel good. I ain't trying to make nobody feel bad. I'm not trying to glorify nothing. I'm not trying to change shit. The world is what it is. I can write a million stories what black people went through, women went through. Nigga, this shit's still gonna happen. It's just putting my own creative spin on situations like Home Sweet Home, right? This book, I think this is my favorite. It's not the most creative, but out of 10, I give this a 9. Out of 10, I give Big Clan Attack a 8.2 to an 8.6. I think I have three classics: the Big Clan Attack, Home Sweet Home, and the next one. The nigga love is not a classic. It's not. It's just not. But Home Sweet Home, that's just about domestic violence and child neglect. Shit, you look at the cover, it's kind of self-explanatory. When a child feel neglected from their parents, who know what type of shit they'll do to how can I say, to feel loved. All type of alternative shit. Like growing up, a lot of my family members, my sister, she didn't feel the love she got, what she deserved, what she felt she deserved. So shit, 2009, nigga, we was joining gangs. I was more affiliated. I wasn't in that gang shit, but I was gang affiliated through her, my cousins. And I just seen a bunch of shit what women would do for love, and when they parents don't feel like they didn't get the love from men, from their fathers or even mothers, and all the bullshit they'll put up with, man. Just it's some bullshit. But it's if you read the story all the way through, it's no solution. It's just really just putting perspective in everybody. Like to me, I think I can write about anything. Yeah, I can write about as long as I add the perspective, honestly, write out and make it a detailed and descriptive for each character. Uh, I don't feel like I have no limitation. I can write whatever. Like I'll just say it. My next story is about a transgender character. It's not but shit. I can Yeah, I don't want to spill it too much, but it's not about making
It's,
transgender. It's not about making them feel good. It's not about making them feel bad. It's a creative spin. I just say that. It's real
I mean,
creative.
it's like I said, like be creative, do what you feel you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your shit. You know, what I mean? That's your gift to doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put a you can't put a fucking shackles on creativity.
No,
It'll just creativity is uncontainable. You know what I'm
untamed.
saying? If you contain that part, you're gonna wind up doing something else creative. You know what
Hell
I'm
no,
saying? Yeah,
man.
yeah. Like if
Right?
it's like for example, okay, if you stop drawing, you're gonna wind up writing. If you stop writing, you're gonna wind up fucking becoming an actor. If you stop acting, you're gonna wind up trying to become something else.
When you got the creative juices, you got it. You just
When you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? We all was born with something, with gifts, and it's up to us to use those to multiply and to build our
right.
legacies. You know what I'm saying? But some people like to fucking what you call that?
Criticize them.
Sit on it, sit on their dreams and visions and
I mean, that's
their
part of the
gifts.
game. That's part of the game, man. Like you talking about, like when you say shit on, you mean like people who like look at the title or cover and be like, what the fuck is this? This nigga's promoting racism. You talking about that? Or are you talking about like friends and family?
No, what I'm saying is like sit on what you're doing. It means don't do shit with it.
Oh,
You know
oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
worse. Worst shit ever. That
Don't
leads to
don't
that
don't
leads to
like
crack.
you don't do shit with it. You don't try to make money off it. You don't try to get out there and build the world from it or build something. You don't try to do anything. And
I
that's
mean,
basically wasting life.
that's true. I see. I guess my fuel and my motivation is, I think this is the best advice you can give to somebody. It's just one
Hmm.
sentence. This is the best advice you can give to anybody in the world, man, female, whatever. Just sit down and figure it out. Point blank, the best advice. And the reason I say that is because I gotta sit down with myself and realize who I am. I don't like work. Do I work now? Yes, I do. But where do my paycheck go to every week? To my illustrator, my book editor. I can't stand working for people. I'm very selfish. I'm self arrogant in the sense of not thinking I'm better than people, but I'll put my priorities over you any day. Like I'm very just like into my own world, right? I like to do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. And I tell myself, man, I'm only 23. If I sacrifice everything right now, I can do whatever fuck. And I reap the rewards like in my mid to late 20s. I'll do it. I'll sacrifice it now. I got morals, and like I said, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I ain't shit. I'm just a nigga. But like I said, I can't stand just like my boss tell me to do some shit. I'm like, man, I know if I work hard enough, I ain't gotta listen to this nigga like next 2 3 years. I ain't gotta listen to this nigga. Same thing with like even relationships. That's why I can't keep a bitch for shit. Cause I don't like catering to women's feelings. I just don't. Even family members, like people be asking like why you don't, because I'm so caught up in my own world and my own thoughts. Now I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm not telling people to be like this. Cause like this is who I am. I realize this about myself. Shit, I might be fucking 40 one day and I might achieve all the success, but I realize I'm lonely as fuck. You know, because I treat
Right,
people,
right.
who knows? So I got to deal with that. But I'm just saying, sitting down with myself and realizing, like, nigga, this is all I know. I ain't got no high school diploma. Nigga, I dropped out when I was 16. I can't stay in school. I was barely at school. When I dropped out because I was doing this shit. When every time a teacher told me to do some shit, I hate that shit. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got a real rebellious spirit. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. Depending on maybe how you use it, but you can abuse it as well. So I don't know yet. So I feel like this is all I got. You know, like I said, despite me, I don't want to do this shit forever, but this is all I got. So I got to make the most of it. Like I said, I'm young as fuck, and I also realize like a lot of my favorite entertainers, they always begin to become successful like the age 24, 25. Then they reach their peak popularity like at 30. I can give you so many examples. Kendrick, 25, Good Kid, Mad City came out. His peak popularity when he was 30, when Damn came out. Eminem, 25 when he met Dre. 30 when the Eminem show came out. 8 Mile came out. Outkast. And they were successful as teenagers, but like when they got mega star famous, 25 with Stankonia, Quentin Tarantino, 29 with with Reservoir Dogs, or 30 with Pulp Fiction. So I don't Jay-Z 25, 26 with Reasonable Doubt, 29 with Volume 2, his biggest selling album. I don't know why it is like that, but I always realized that about a lot of successful people. Shit, even Jeff Bezos, he was 30 when he started Amazon. So I don't know, it's like that 24, 25, that 25 to 30 gap, that 5 years, that's when shit happens. Of course, you have to sacrifice earlier during them years, but it seemed like around that 25, 20, 24, 25 age gap, that's when you start to reap the fruits of your labor, I would say. That's what I would say. Yeah.
I see a still a growing young man, you know what I'm saying, still growing. Um, that's all. You just need some guidance on some things, you know.
Appreciate it, man.
Um, hey man, I've known you for years, man. Why wouldn't I try to, lift you up, you know what I mean? Cuz like I said, growing up, I'm still growing my damn self. I'm still learning how to be a man my damn self. It's not about we all haven't gotten to where we want to be, but we'll never be we'll never be done growing. We'll never be done growing.
Even if you
That's a
get
lie.
even if you get what you want, you still gonna learn.
Exactly. You're still learning. You're still learning how to be something, be a man. There's always learning. You're always going to learn from something. That's one thing, At least you're honest about how you feel At least you're honest about where you're at. At least you're honest about where you're going. You know,
Yeah, but
I to be honest, yeah.
but
Go ahead, no, go ahead.
but I guess that comes from, like I said, just sitting down and figuring out, isolation. Not lonely, but being alone. Also,
Right, right.
rap. Like I always say, I don't worship nobody, but I can respect and just like really learn wisdom from like a motherfucker word. Like Pop, my favorite rapper. Like right now, right? I'm writing this book, and I bought this album. Right? I don't even got a record player at the moment like I used to. But I just when I'm writing, I just look at this. And whenever I get writer's block, I just look at this and realize this is his last album. He last set of songs he recorded. And I just love the honesty. I love the aggression, the anger that's in this album. I didn't love this album that much when I was 12 in 2011. But look, like I said, you get older and you start realizing what certain people saying. Like, damn, so I guess I get the honesty from like the OGs before the wordsmiths before me, and I just love it. Like Danny Brown as well. Like I love he from Detroit just like me, right? He from Detroit, and I just love his storytelling with that production is very unorthodox, especially from a nigga from Detroit. You wouldn't even think he from Detroit. You'd probably think he from Sacramento or some shit. LA or some shit. But so yeah, I guess I get a lot of my honesty from the rappers I listen to. I listen to all type of music, not just rap. Like Kurt Cobain, Nirvana in Utero is inspiring his last nonfiction book. So was David Black Star, David Bowie Black Star, his last album. So yeah, I've been taking inspirations, from that.
Yeah, yeah. Is it's see the thing is that pushing yourself to being better than what you are, is something
Yeah,
to gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? For people, and like I said, you're basically you got a good following behind you. Just continue to build that following, because
yeah, yeah.
the thing about it is that you don't want fans, you want followers. And why I say that,
Orders.
you want followers that understand your movement. You want
Yeah,
followers that believe in you. You want followers that believe in your footsteps, believe in everything you do. Yeah, they won't like they don't won't like what some of the shit you do, but they'll still respect it and still follow you.
yeah,
But when it comes to fans, they'll degrade you, they'll come
yeah.
against you, they'll throw your name in under the bus. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
They
I
bring
don't
you
like.
up to tear you down. You know,
What'd you say?
they bring you up to tear you down.
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said true followers and true and fans, you don't have those people. You don't. I don't want. You don't want those people. You don't want fans that are turn on you quicker than you are. You know what I mean?
I got a question. I mean, not question. Well, I'm raising my hand like we in the classroom, but uh, uh, I say this regarding that, like this type of fan base slash supporter I'm on. First of all, I don't want no stands. I don't want no nigga to like dick ride me. Like everything I do is amazing, and if somebody constructively criticize it, be like, oh, I didn't like this book, and I have a stand who be like, fuck you for not liking Mr. Social book. He's a godsend. He did no nigga, get off my dick. I don't need that. That's annoying and pathetic. You shouldn't live for another human being. That's why like don't do that. Like all that beehive shit, all that stand shit, that shit is pathetic. You can love and respect and support these people, but don't be on their dick. Same thing for me. What I want is just niggas who gonna. First of all, I don't have a target audience. Maybe I should, but I'm targeting my shit to anybody who gonna read it and buy it. I don't give a fuck if you're
Nah,
12.
that's exactly what I do. I don't target to just any old person. I target to everybody. Yeah,
Because you
I get
never
what
know
you're
who
saying.
will like that shit. You never know.
That's exactly what I've been saying.
I got one 50-year-old white woman and another 60-year-old white woman who bought both my books. And I got both their numbers. We talk casually. Like, nigga, I wouldn't even thought they like some shit like this. They like the YouTube videos and this shit. Right? Like, what the fuck? But what I want, just like I said, supporters, people who gonna just like, how can I say it? Like, I want people to think of me like this. I like what these young niggas are doing. He's very creative. He's bold. I can see by 2020 he started reading his creative prime when he dropped Just Trying to Figure this shit out, Big Clan Tech. Then the following year, 2021, he dropped Home Sweet Home. In his 2022, he dropped another classic. I ain't gonna say the title of the graphic novel, but the last word of it's called Killer. But in 2023, he dropped his last book to the world, which is his last classic. So 5 classics. I just want people to be like, he came in the game, he made a lane, he had a vision, he did what he was set out to do, and he has a lasting legacy. That's it. And then people, they can, and I want them to constructively criticize the work too. Constructively criticize it. Just be like, he could have done this better. This is overall great body of work, but it's still flaws.
Right,
flaws.
right, of course.
Flaws.
It's just it's always about giving, bro. That's why I said, continue to do what you feel you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's all about affecting, impacting the world. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to do it or not, you're still impacting it. You want to know why? Because
Why?
you have somebody that's inspired by your work.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
You never
saying?
like. I'm an author and I get inspired by rappers, right? I don't rap.
Exactly. Exactly. Somebody gonna see your work and be inspired by it. And
Right.
that's what people don't understand. When you do stuff just to do it, and you do stuff because, just like me doing the show, I'm
Right.
doing this
You never.
show to yeah, you never know who's watching. And I'm just like me, I'm doing this show to bring everybody up, to bring everybody together, and to help people become better than what they are, and
Yeah.
to put something out there that's worth worth, what I'm saying,
Mm,
that's worth watching. You see what I'm
right.
saying? If that is not obtainable for me, then I'm not doing my damn job.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
already
got to
know I'm
strive.
inspiring. Exactly. I already know I'm inspiring people just by doing the show.
Yeah.
See, people got to understand, and really understand, that whatever you do, whatever you say, somebody is watching. Whether it's a
Even if
good
it's
person,
10 people.
exactly, somebody's watching. Somebody's taking notes, and somebody is inspired or offended.
I mean, as
you
far as
know,
like being offended, like the work, like I get like, I'm not really worried about like hate at all. Like, nigga, what you gonna do? Kill me? I mean, I like that's not no gangster shit. That's not no thug shit. But like, bro, all the shit I had to go through to write these books, put them out. You get to a point where it's like, nigga, what's stopping you besides death? Like, I'm not really, because on Reddit, I'll put it to you like this: I could release like a book cover reveal. A nigga will like spend 2-3 hours commenting on that post I made on Reddit and replying to other people for like 2-3 hours and saying this book is glorifying this. This book is, how can you do this? Are you trying to start a race war? But if you spent those 2-3 hours, you could have read the book and actually see where I'm coming from. You see, the thing is, my content has context, but niggas, when I mean niggas, I ain't mean just black people, because these white people I'm talking about, people like to act like they know everything, right? And another thing is, you get to realize all these artsy fartsy motherfuckers who talk about art's supposed to be transcending, art has no boundaries. Art just, it's just generation. They bullshit. These niggas is hypocrites. You don't listen to none of that shit them niggas talking about. These niggas are straight motherfucking hypocrites. Cause soon as a nigga try to do that shit, these niggas bitch out. So I don't mind that. Like, I really don't care. Do what you gonna do. Shit. End of the day, nigga, you talking about me. I ain't talking about you. While you spend those 2-3 hours, nigga, I'm on the next book. I'm on the next phase. But
right?
only criticism I care is constructively. If you're gonna take time out and dissect it, because there's people who tell me like, okay, this is good, but I say I got some constructive criticism from like The Nigga Lover. Remember how I told you in the beginning of the show? I wrote The Nigga Lover, but I didn't have it as a comic book in mind. So when I released it in 2018, people said this is a good story, whatever, what fuck, but it don't come off like a movie script. So I'm like, damn, they're right. So I had to get better becoming a comic book writer. I needed that feedback. If I didn't get that, I wouldn't be able to write Big Clan Tag, Home Sweet Home in the next story. I needed that. That's real shit. But like a nigga just like I don't even reply to those comments that's just like, oh, this nigga starting racism or some shit. Like I just
Well,
let it. It don't make me
truth,
feel. I don't feel nothing. Like okay,
yeah, well, truth be told, people who trying to run from racism and trying to not even face it is part of the problem. Why I'm gonna tell you, it's because racism need to be devoured. It needs to be because it's a spirit. It needs to
yeah.
be conquered. It needs to be casted out, and it needs to be destroyed. Why? Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Once again, none of the books I'm writing is trying to solve nothing. I mean, Home Sweet
No,
Home
no, no,
literally
no, 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 no.
got
No,
rape
I'm just
scenes, got like underage girls getting is like none of that. Like I'm not trying to solve nothing. Like so anybody try to another thing people need to stop doing is sending me fucking DMs about like racial tension, thinking I got an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion on none of that shit. I really don't. People gotta stop that shit. It is just what it is. I'm not saying I condone it. And I damn sure don't agree with it. But people send me like George Floyd shit. Of course, it's sad what happened, but I'm just a nigga. What you want me to do? Like, I can't unstop what happened. And I know people gonna say you have a voice in the platform, but it's like, okay, so Marvin Gaye, so did Tupac, NWA, and that shit's still happening 30, 40, 50 years later. So I can speak about it all I want, but how much is gonna change? But
but
of course,
I got
go ahead,
let
go
me
ahead.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Okay. What if you turned around and made a platform for yourself, but inspired somebody to go ahead and inspired, you know what I'm saying? Inspired and go be ahead and inspired to write something and have a platform just like you did.
So you saying somebody pick up one of my books and they inspired to do something similar?
Inspired to do something that you didn't want to do.
I mean, that's great. That's amazing. Like Tupac said
But
it. I might not be to change the world, but I might plant the seed or some shit like that.
but
But I
that's
mean,
what I'm
I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying. You're planting the seed, but along the way, that's what this process of growing your gardening is all about.
yeah.
Because you're planting the seed, but along the way, somebody that's meant for that situation is going to come around and grow it and water it,
I
and
mean,
that's
that's
how that
beautiful.
shit.
I mean, somebody said, man, I felt inspired by Mr. Socially Awkward to do something like. I mean, I'm not. Of course, that's remarkable. That'll be part of my legacy. That shows influence. Even though I'm not I'm looking more for impact and classics
Yeah,
instead of
I understand. I
influence.
understand.
But like I'm just gonna say like I'm not out here trying to solve because to me, I know this is nihilistic and pessimistic, but I'm not gonna be doing shit like like I'm not gonna be saving it. I don't have. I'm a nigga, bro. I'm 23. I don't know what niggas think. I don't have it all. That's why with this last nonfiction book, I'm putting out every side of my personality. I'm putting out the good, the bad, the contradiction. It's so contradicting. One thing I'm saying, black people need to stick together. We gotta do this. Next chapter, I'm like, man, fuck people, bro. I'm not doing shit for nobody. You can suck my dick. I'm not doing it. I know that sounds contradicting, but if you tell somebody to write down every thought you have for an entire year, anybody in the world, it's gonna be contradiction. So that's I'm just facing all sides of myself. I'm facing what is my opinion slash belief of God. I know it's gonna be it's I'm our next book on how I treat women, I lie to women, manipulative to have sex with women, ghost them after I get what I want from them. But then the next chapter I talk about wanting daughters. It's like hypocrisy within that. So
Right, and
I'm
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Somebody, that's what I'm saying. Somebody may walk up, read the book, read all your shit,
mm,
and be inspired by it, and be like, I want to write something similar. but they're
That's dope.
basically breaking down exactly what you're saying, but break it down even more and break it down to get people to understand you what you're saying. And that's what I'm try to get you to understand that it's a lot of the stuff that you're doing. Man, look, you're building a platform and you don't even know it.
I think I do, but I'm just saying like this.
Well,
People
you
should.
know it, but you don't want it. You get what I'm saying?
I don't want the responsibility. Now, of course, I know with success comes responsibility. I'm not going to be social responsible
Right,
and
I
tell people.
understand. I understand.
I'm not going to tell people to do this, do that. I'm just going to just give my observation because, like I said, I don't expect to make a lot of content after a while. I'll get better at marketing and networking and probably do like little side projects, not no big major shit. But like this last, like I told you, it's gonna be all over the place. And like I said, people shouldn't expect me to solve shit. I'm not like Kendrick new album. I'm not your savior. I'm not like a lot of the shit that I'm discussing in this last little nonfiction book. I had to live life like to experience shit, to experience some of the shit I'm talking about. Like I got a chapter called Jaylen Marcus Cooper, the atheist, question mark, question mark, question mark, right? At the end of it. Because it's like, well, I think I do, but I have a lot of questions regarding our God. But then like also experiences like another chapter about like what kind of shit was like I said about the women being manipulative towards women, just acting like I care for them until I get sex and it's like, well, fuck you, bitch. I had to live. I had to have a lot more sexual experiences to, like to write that down and the guilt that comes with that. The
Exactly.
fault.
You had to basically go through it in order to write it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's very understandable. That's why I said, you know, always write something that, because if it's something dear to you that you went through, if you feel safe and if you not saying safe, if you feel courageous to put it down there, put it down. Write it
Yeah.
down. Write it in a book because, like I said, along the way, somebody's going to pick that book up and they're going to be inspired by it. They're going to see it.
That's my legacy. Like this. That's
Exactly.
like
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like Nigga Lover, Black Clan Attack, all of these books are your legacy. And all you
I put.
got to do,
Go
whether
ahead. What you
you
about?
whether you take advantage, whether you take advantage or not, your name is still on all of that shit that you wrote,
Yeah.
and it's still part of your legacy, whether you throw it in the trash or not.
Mhm. I mean, I agree. I said like this. I like this right. This album came out in 1996. Nigga, I'm born in 1999. This shit came out way before I even a thought. So this influenced me, right? But
Hmm.
but I'm saying just don't anybody who like me and support my shit don't worship me. Don't put me on no time clock. Uh, just like respect what I do. And if you see me acting out in some way, be like, hey man, I love what you're doing, but acting out a little bit. DM me, you know. But don't DM me about your personal problems thinking like I have a solution for that. Like, bro, I have a lot of if somebody read just trying to figure this shit out, and even this next shit I'm about to drop around my 24th birthday, bro, I don't have all the answers. I don't care how creative it seems like I got or how business oriented, bro. I'm figuring shit out day by day, one step at a time, one
Right,
day at a time. You know,
right,
so don't pedalize another human being. Like I said, like respect, and you can even go towards the content to find little things. But I'm not about to
right.
DM Kendrick Lamar, be like, okay, how can I? No, like
I mean,
don't.
right, right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You can ask for advice. You can ask for pointers on how to do better shit. But
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you,
yeah,
nah. That's why I was saying that basically on a legacy part,
yeah.
you're. That's why I said like Jarhead, for example. Okay,
That's your
I
legacy.
built Jarhead, huh?
That's your legacy.
Exactly. That's my legacy. Whatever else I write, whatever else I do, whether I throw it in the trash, whether I get rid of it, it's still going to be, it's still going to be mine. It's still going to be my legacy because I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it's not about don't I wouldn't worry about that because you're still young. You're still young. When you grow like older, You're gonna look back on what was you're gonna look back on this. You're gonna be like, damn, why?
That's
I'm
why
telling you,
that's why I take pictures of moments like this, and I put them in the
yeah,
bottoms of, you know, like I said, this last nonfiction, this last book period it's just racing thought after racing thought. Like, I got one chapter that's just thoughts. It's no subject. It's just thoughts. Like how I'm feel. Like, oh, I woke up this morning. Thank God. I feel blessed. I'll put the time clock and everything. June 3rd, 2022, 9:47 a.m. I woke up this morning. I fucked a white bitch 2 weeks ago, something like that. I don't know, something like that. That's just one chapter. That's like towards the end of it. It's just I'm getting it all out. It's just like like that's how this book that's how this album made me feel. Like he got all his last thoughts. He got his thoughts out about religion, his enemies, his place in the world. He knew his paranoia. He knew he was dying. He died like what? He recorded this in 3 days to write it, 4 days to mix it. He died like 2 months later, Tupac, and it came out 2 months after. 2 months after he died, that was
that was
these are
his
the
that
last
was
set
his
of songs. What you about to
that
say?
was his that was his actually his his that was his what you call that shit?
Last set of songs he
That's
recorded.
that was his best selling record too.
I think All Eyes on Me is
Yeah, I
before
think yeah. My fault. All eyes on him. Yeah.
that Machiavelli album was the last. Those I mean I think he recorded 20 songs in general, but it's 12 songs that ended up on the album. But that was the last set of songs he recorded while he was alive, and he knew he was dying. Like shit, he said it so many times in that fucking album. It just seemed like when I listened to the album and the production that goes with it, his delivery is like I'm about to get it all out. Fuck Jay-Z, fuck Nas, fuck all them niggas. But then I gotta also talk to my mama. Let me talk to my mama right quick. Let me talk to the niggas like now. Hold your head. Let me talk about how I feel about God right quick. Let me talk about the this white man's world. Let me give out some encouragement to the black community right quick. That's why I was recorded in 3 days. It's like he not looking over after he write it down. He not looking over it. Just let me write it down. Record it. It's done. I'm not
Right.
doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna look over. Like I've been writing this for 3.5 years. I'm gonna look over this shit, and I want this to be the most.
knowing you, knowing you, were like, fuck this shit. I'm tired of the goddamn shit.
Yeah, I've done that. I'll say this, man. This like originally, like I was supposed to have like 75 chapters. Now it's 20. So
Right.
I had to realize I want this to be the last thing I ever do, but I don't want it to also feel like a drag as well. So just like even like David Bowie Blackstar, he knew he was dying, so he was like, "This is the last little piece of work." He knew he was dying. I forgot what he died from, like cancer. I could be wrong, but Jay Dilla as well, producer. He died. He was on he died of lupus. He was on his hospital bed, and he knew he was dying of it. So he told his mom, "Give me a beat machine." His friends would go to the hospital while he's on his deathbed and bring him a beat machine and records to sample, and he made all 31 of those beats. And it's just like that's how I want to feel with this last book. I don't plan to die after I write this book, but I'm just saying like it's the death of Mr. Socioc as far as like I'll put you like the reason why I just feel like I got everything out. Of course I have way more life to live, but I don't want to feel pigeonholed to feel like every experience I need to write it down. Every observation I need to write down. No, let me get it out in one concise body of work, a cohesive work. And plus, like I feel like I don't want to write past my artistic prime because I hate. It's just like musicians. Like when I listen to a lot of their new shit, I be like, damn, nigga, you should have stopped after this album. Even though I can't tell an artist when to stop, because they love their art, But after I listen to a certain Eminem album, like Relapse, I'm like, ooh, you lost it, bro. You lost your artistic skill. It's like you lost it. It's just like same thing with a lot of film directors, authors. Like I don't know how many books Stephen King got, but I think it was over 60. I'm sure all 60 of those books is not amazing. But so when it's all said and done, I have like 7 bodies of work. 4 graphic novels, 3 nonfictions. 2 out of those 3 nonfictions, 2 will be classic. I'm saying it right now. I'm putting out an out to where I think this last one will be a classic. I'm about 61% finished. I got the cover art for like 2 years now. Same thing with this last graphic novel. I got the cover art for that as well. It's just like let me just make sure. I even got a chapter talking to my I'm literally talking to him like it's a letter. It's called Letter to My Unborn (parentheses Daddy Little Girls). I got that idea from Tupac. Like he got a song called Letter to My Unborn. So I'm like, and I always visualize by having daughters. I don't know why, but it's like, when they grow older, I already wrote something down for them. I already got their names and everything. Angel, Kimberly, and Royalty. I know this crazy, but it's just like I gotta put everything out into this last little book. So yeah,
That's see, and that's part of your legacy, man. And that's something that you should cherish it, man. Because no matter what, no matter how bad you think he is, no matter how good you think he is, cherish
yeah,
it,
cherish it. Yeah,
cherish it, bro.
even the nigga loving I can't stop jacking off. I can't stop jacking off like 5 out of 10. I wrote that in 5 days, so that wasn't amazing. I mean, I'm not saying you can't make a classic in in a short time period. Like I just said, Machiavelli was recorded within 7 days. That's a masterpiece of classic. But I could be honest with my work as well until I wasn't 18. No, I didn't start reaching my creative prime till like 2019. And I was already 2 years in writing books by then. And
Yeah,
for
it's all, truthfully told, it's all about um just being who you are, bro. Don't like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Cherish it. Just cherish it, bro.
yeah,
I'm telling you, go and look back and you're gonna listen to what I just said. Cherish it. You're gonna be like, damn, man, what he said, man, is like, and you're gonna
yeah,
look back and you're like,
yeah.
damn, you're gonna have it all on your wall. I'm like, damn, this guy said, yeah. But is that all you got to say?
You got any questions?
Well, I got a question, man.
What's up?
Like, just why? How come you like? Okay, what is your next move in creativity in being an artist?
Like
What do
what
you plan
after
on? What's next? What next?
what after being an author or just like
After
within the
being an
beat?
artist, what's next?
Um. Well, okay. So that's another good thing about not getting successful young and early because I also been thinking about that too. And be honest with you, my career goals I'll put to you like this: $10,000 a month from my creations. Of course, I want to have 5 certified classics and a loyal fan base. And like with that $10,000, what I'll do is just I'm gonna have a website soon, next 2 3 months, by the way. But I don't know why I didn't think that was important, but I realized it is. But with that $10,000 a month, I'll build like little mini a little mini app. I'll say that little app,
Look at that.
app.
Look
What's
at.
free? A little app, and maybe like a 6 episode animation series for something. I ain't gonna spill the whole beans, and and to throw this out there to the universe, if somebody ever approached me about turning my comics into a film adaptation, I just gotta put this out to the world, because they say it's power in your words, right? It's power in the tongue. So let me put this out there. Whoever contact me, Quentin, whatever, I don't plan to do no movie shit. But if it's presented to me, give me $100,000 up front. And I want 50% ownership of the film because I'll get my back end and them royalties. I don't want no $2 million up front. Fuck all that. I have 50% ownership of that, so I can make that's the real money. Get that 50% ownership because I'm big into ownership as well. That's why I copyright everything, trademark. Like you can literally look this shit up. Go to the niggas think I'm bullshitting. I got the certificates and everything. You go to the copyright office and everything, the records and everything. So I'm real big on ownership because not only do I want to have 5 classics out of 7 books, I want the ownership. Like, because I can distribute it ever, I can price it ever, everything. Even this website I'm about to get. Like, nigga, I gotta learn how to code. I guess I gotta buy it from Squarespace, buy the domain and everything. So everything. So
I
I'm
know
big into
somebody that can help.
code.
I know somebody that can help you do your website. I got
Okay, so yeah, that's it. And after this, the last little book, I might do. I ain't gonna say the last thing, but it's not nothing like it's nothing gonna be like after the last book. You gonna know that's just like that was it. That was okay. There might just be like little side missions, like side project. Like I said, the app, the animation series. But I wouldn't say that adds on to the legacy. That would just be like more fun projects or just projects to gain more revenue. Because after that, I just want to be about my business. Because I think I reached my creative peak, but now I got to get better into the marketing. It's still a business at the end of the day. It's a business.
you.
And anybody who's watching, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Anybody you do business with, you're not friends with them. I don't care how cool they is. They're not your friends. Keep it business. Keep business. Don't go out to eat with these motherfuckers unless y'all gonna discuss business. But don't be having fun with these niggas. No, it's a business. End of the day, you might sound, oh, that's harsh, that's negative. Nah, nigga, they thinking the same shit. They just not saying it, nigga. So you gotta remember, I don't give a fuck. If whoever picked this, let's say if somebody famous pick up this podcast, Daniel, whoever picks this podcast up and give you a fucking $5 million contract, they're not your friends. It's business. It's business. You gotta remember that, because with friends, you know how you be biased towards your friends.
Yeah, I know.
You let certain shit slide. No, nigga, we doing business. Don't shit slide, nigga. It's money involved. It's time involved. Fuck all that. It's
Right.
business. I had to learn the hard way. Remember, I said I got fucked over. I ain't
Right.
even getting half of the story of all the other shit regarding the nonfiction. I didn't even talk about the YouTube shit. But I do talk about some of these things and just trying to figure this shit out. My magma opus. That's available on Apple Books, Amazon, and Google Play and Kobo. Just trying to figure this shit out by Mr. Socially Awkward. That's all I gotta say, man. Anything else?
Hey, y'all, we ran out of time.
Damn.
But, y'all, I love y'all. I brought this nigga on here to give y'all some raw, uncut, and some taste to whatever you're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's still young. Just give him a shout out, give him a couple, you know what I'm saying? Couple likes, hey, hook him up with some sales, you know what I'm saying? But
some sales subs, I appreciate it all, man.
some subs, some subscribes, everything, But this is what we have for you tonight. Thank y'all.
Love, peace.
This is the In Your Face show. And sorry about that.
Hey, and tag Topane for me on the I don't know how you're gonna do it, but I send it in your DM, I was about to say DM, your DM of my illustrator. Please give him a shout out as well, man. Like, he deserves it. Like, that's a good nigga, man.
Shout out to Topane.
Yeah, man, that's a good nigga, man. Indonesia, my homeboy.
From Indonesia. My fault. But anyway, yo, thank y'all for tuning in. And until tomorrow, we out of here. Peace.
Peace.